Hey there, checking in, progress. Jeff popped on the server and gave me some advice on where we should start a farm, because we need a viable source of food, and I think cooked meat tends to give the most, like you use wheat from a wheat farm and then you breed them, and that seems to be the best, most efficient way to get food. But to do that, we need a farm. We need a bigger farm than what we had before. So that's what we're doing. Because right now, the only farm we actually have is this small farm. And it's like just a small group of rows. And then our animal farm, which is kind of... it's alright. Some animals stolen from the jungle island. But that's mostly it. So I've started working on a bigger farm. I think it's 64 by 64 blocks or something close. It's definitely in line with the castle itself, so it should be accurate. Definitely requires a lot of dirt. Gotta figure out a way how to light this area, because I already had a few zombies spawn right there, which is weird because there was light there, but I guess not enough. And they'll probably spawn all up here as well, which is a nuisance. So I guess I'll stick a whole bunch of... I don't know the exact light level they need to not spawn. It's gotta be relatively high though, I think. I think what I'll do just for safety is hopefully just spam torches everywhere, and then I'll learn exactly... I'll go on the wiki and see exactly the light level that is needed to keep those damn zombies off my farm. I forget what we decided on, either a tree farm or a wheat farm. We could probably fit both or more here. So I guess there's nothing to worry about. Haven't had any ideas about how to design the farm other than just have a big, huge block of farmland. But I mean, I was gonna do half blocks along here, but I'm not sure how viable that is because you can't put torches on half blocks, cause Minecraft. Ah. It always seems like the creators of Minecraft keep working towards stopping people from automating things in the world. And while I'm not necessarily for automated stuff, I think this stuff is really neat. And if there was a cool way to like have an automatic farm that like had a whole system of pulleys and levers, and like that should be possible and that should be allowed, you know? Instead of having to hand till the whole thing. Especially since there's not a lot of purpose for a lot of this shit. Like, a lot of it's just like, yeah, well, you can get wheat to breed and then for food, but, like, food only keeps you alive, and then, like, what are you alive to do in Minecraft? Just to build? Or, like, there's not necessarily a video gamey goal in the game still, so stopping people from just kind of infinitely sitting around building seems weird. But, you know, they're working towards having the game be a game. And allowing people to, like, kind of infinitely and easily farm everything, you know, right away, does make it less enjoyable. Even if you're a person who likes to work towards that stuff, it's always the thing where once you've done it, it's like there's nothing, you feel you're done. And that's not cool. Because that's when you stop playing a video game. You know, there's been plenty of times where I finish an open world game, and right up until the very end of the single player missions, I'm like totally motivated to do all the side quests and everything, but I finish the main story and then boom, all the side missions suddenly become not very appealing, and I just kind of stop playing the game. even if the main story itself wasn't necessarily any better than the side missions, it's just something like you feel like you're just done. You know that the main story's done and all that. Like in Skyrim, I think I only did 2 or 3 of the faction quest lines, but then I finished the story, and then I stopped playing. And if anyone's played Skyrim, they know that the main story's decent, but it's not. You're there for the whole everything else. All right. This is messy, but hopefully it stops the spawns for now. Just to be extra sure. Alright. Now to finish it off. Dum da dum 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 da dum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Ba-da-ba-dum. Making a farm, I'm making a farm, making a farm by hand, I'm making a farm, I'm farming by hand. Placing that soil, placing that soil, placing that soil by hand, I'm placing a soil, I'm placing that soil. Gotta make sure to light the land, so no monsters can grab my hand while I'm farming some trees, or maybe some cocoa beans, or most definitely wheat, so I can feed my piggies. Yeah, unfortunately, in the very latest snapshot, before I see that you were able to breed animals just with wheat. Like all animals, they just take wheat and then they go into love mode. But in the latest snapshot, I think pigs require carrots, chickens require wheat, and chickens require wheat seeds, or just seeds, and cows still require wheat, but they're the only ones now. So it's even kind of more difficult because we don't have any carrots, because they were just added recently, and there's not a whole lot in this apartment area anyways, as far as like resources other than cobblestone. Because up until recently, that's all we've needed is cobblestone just to build it. Now that's mostly done. We're looking on expanding farms, making things more livable. I've been expanding some of the floors, although no progress since the last video I've done. It's mostly just been this. And yeah, alright. So I shall check out the wiki, see the proper placement of lights, and then after that I guess the only thing left is to till the land. Till like half of it or 1/3 of it for wheat. 1/3 should be good, I think. It's a shame that we can't automate it, but whatever. It's the kind of thing where you'll need to farm it 1 or 2 or 3 times maybe, and then you're kind of good for a while. That's the thing with these farms is like if you make an automated one, after a while you don't need it anymore because you've got so much stuff. It kind of outlives its you kind of don't need it anymore. And there we go. Not only did I finish the lighting, the torch layout, but I finished everything else. I realized that for whatever reason I thought tilled soil farmland would work across the entire area here, but turns out nope. Because even though these blocks are like 99% submerged in water, it has to be on the sides, it turns out. Because if you till over here, not only does it not get hydrated, but the soil grows back. So it only goes 3 inward from the edge, not including the wood border there. So what I did is I just put a trench with water in here. And since there was blocks already there, I had to place a source block in every single one, which didn't take too long. But that's why these That's why these infinite spawning water pools are here. And these are all the seeds that we had for wheat. There was like 4 stacks worth. And that's what 3 or 4 stacks look like. I just planted them and they should be done. Looks like some of them are almost done, but probably in 40 minutes or so. I don't know. I added these half blocks so you can step over and that sort of thing. And I think that's about it. I think I'm going to do one other layer inside here for whatever other kind of crops we can have. Probably try and save some room for the upcoming items like potatoes and carrots. Maybe they don't need an entire ring. Maybe they will just be like a quarter of this area. I don't know. But definitely it's a lot of wheat. But I think after harvesting all this, I could probably get a good chunk on the other side too. Kind of flesh this area out a bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these torches. But yeah, that's mostly it. Oh look, pack o' squids. Oh yeah, right. I guess I should explain the texture pack because I actually got a texture pack working. It was kind of difficult because MC Patcher wouldn't work by default because this is a developer build. It's the latest. So that wasn't working and people were having problems with it. So I think I just did it manually is what I ended up doing. I used MC Patcher, but I unchecked the HD font, I think. Either way, I got it working. And I get to use my favorite texture pack. Or all of them, actually. But I really like this one. It's Summer Fields. He doesn't have some textures for the latest items like the carrots and stuff and the pottery, the pot, pot plant. But 90% of everything else has been done, of course. All stable release and onward. I couldn't get anti-aliasing working for some weird reason. That's the weird thing about Minecraft is if you modify the jar file, anti-aliasing sometimes doesn't work, and I don't know why. You think it wouldn't matter, but apparently it does. So to me, this is kind of jaggy. I don't know how it'll look in the video, but the game looks a lot better when you're running 16 times anti-aliasing. I only have to do that because my resolution's lower. I run at 1440 by 900, so it's a little low. Doesn't look terrible. You get used to it, but it's definitely nice to have the anti-aliasing there, especially for the far-off objects that just get aliased to hell. There's our tower. I think I'm not sure. I really like the look of the slatted windows. I did one for there and the floor above it. That's the mushroom farm area. I might just do them for all of them. Well, I'm not sure. Should I do every second one or all of them? It'd be a lot of work. But, so what? What else am I going to do up here besides do the farm, right? I think that's it for now. Toodaloo. Cactus in a plant pot outside the window there on the sill. Change the windowsills to brick, although honestly I don't like the look of it. I think I might go to wood. It fits the aesthetic of the other things along with this floor itself. Changed the bed around a bit, just took that part off. Finished up the windowsills up top, so they all have those slits across them. Did upside down stairs underneath the stairs, so hopefully that looks a little bit better, a little bit more finished instead of just weird geometry. What do we got here? I did this. That's a item frame. It's I believe one leather with sticks all around it to make the frame. And you right click an item in there and it will show up right there. This is a cookie thing. Added a back entrance to the patio. I changed the tree in the front a little bit. I extended it upward a little bit more. slightly hard to see. Basically, another level, and I'm toying with the idea of having it wrap around the entire tower eventually. Not now, it's a lot of work. Because you gotta do the branch to make it look kinda neat, and then also you have to do the leaves. And that's about it.